Curls thrive off of moisture, so it's really the moisture in this product that is allowing these curls to really pop. Hey everybody, what's happening? I'm Tippi Shorter, Global Artistic Director for Mizani. Disclaimer, this is the before. I normally do this intro with my hair done, but this is a how-to. So I'm gonna share with you today how I get my curls. My hair has been pulled into a ponytail for like the last 4 days. And so this is a 4-day version of my curls being stretched out and pulled into a ponytail. So I am going to revive my curls, refresh my curls, re-encourage my curls, and I'm super excited to share with you. So tools I'm gonna use, the first thing I'm gonna be using, because I am gonna jump in the shower, is the cream cleansing conditioner. It's incredible. It is gentle, sulfate-free. It is the most creamiest cleansing conditioner, which funny enough, those are all the names in the title, that you could use. And I use this to cleanse my hair. And I use it to cleanse my hair and my scalp. It's super gentle on my curls. It removes all excess product, all debris from my scalp and hair, and leaves my curls super hydrated, super fresh, and super shiny, and most importantly, popping back. Second thing I'm gonna use is the 25 Miracle Cream. So this is my fave. Now I used to say the 25 Miracle Milk was my fave, and it's still my fave. It just depends on how I'm wearing my hair. So when I blow dry my hair, I use the milk. When I wear my hair curly, I use the cream. So the 25 Miracle Cream is what I'm gonna be using today as my leave-in and detangler. And then I'm gonna be moving into the Twist and Coil jelly, which is what I use to set my curls. I hydrate them and set them. So this has really great equal parts of moisture and hold, so I get slip and grip, and I get longevity with my curls with the Twist and Coil jelly. And then I'm gonna wrap it all up and finish it all up with the 25 Miracle Oil. And so this is part of the 25 Miracle family. It is my absolute, well, they're all my absolute fave, so you're gonna hear me say that many times, but this just keeps my curls shiny, keeps them hydrated, keeps them soft. And so this is what I use at the very end. So with that, I am going to jump in the shower. I'm not taking you with me, so I'll see you soon. Voila. Clean, nourished hair. So right now I have clean hair, and it's in these big clips, which are super essential for me for styling my curls. And there are two other tools that I didn't mention that are really essential for me for styling now. This one not so much because I typically do it in the shower, but when I am doing it on camera, I have to have a water bottle because my hair dries super quickly. My hair is incredibly porous, which means it sucks up moisture, sucks up water, and so my hair gets dry. So I have to make sure that my hair is super saturated all the time with water. And then of course my diffuser, what can I do without my diffuser? So this fluffs up my hair, obviously dries my hair, and gives me lots of body and lots of movement. And to start off, I'm really just gonna apply the leave-in conditioner. I'm going to break this into a half, and I'm gonna apply leave-in conditioner to this back half and then to the front half, and then detangle, and then put it back up in my clip. And then I'm gonna follow the same thing on the other side. So I've got my cream here, maybe about a quarter size amount. And I start from my ends, work my way up through the mid shaft and then toward the root. Of course, it's a leave-in conditioner. You don't ever want to leave product on your scalp unless it's a product that's made for your scalp. So this is my detangling brush. It's called the Texture Tamer, and it is by Jamal Edmonds, who is one of my Mizani counterparts and educators, and he created this brush, and this is awesome. So this is what I'm using. So we're gonna start from the ends and then work my way up to my roots. Now this is a really large section, but as you can see, the brush is just gliding through because of the really long teeth. I prefer a paddle brush, preferably one with long teeth. This particular brush is flexible. It can move, so I can remove this piece here, and then the teeth are then flexible. So they're flexible now, but I like a little strength in the brush. So I did do detangling in the shower. While the cleansing conditioner is in my hair, I actually use it twice. So the first time I use it like a shampoo. So I emulsify. It's low lather, so you're not gonna get tons of lather, but I emulsify, gently massage it into my hair and into my scalp, like you would a shampoo. And then I rinse that out. And then the second time I use it, I apply it to my mid shaft and ends, and I smooth it through like a conditioner. and then I detangle like you would a conditioner. So I use it twice, once as a shampoo, once as a conditioner. So my hair has been detangled once already, and now with the leave-in conditioner, this is the second time it's being detangled. All right, so starting the ends, working my way up. The product is really my key source of activating my curls. Fully cleansed, fully conditioned with my 25 Miracle Cream, and now we're gonna start applying the product. So we're gonna start to this side, all right? So I'm gonna take about a 1-inch section. So these pieces underneath, even though they aren't as curly as the rest of my hair, they tend to be a little bit thicker than the rest of my hair, which causes me to have to use a bit more product. So as I mentioned, I'm using the Twisting Coil Jelly. I love it. It has like a kind of like a liquidy-ish, if you will, consistency. So once I've got the product in my hair, I then run my brush through it to make sure that my hair has been fully saturated with the product. And then I do a scrunch, because as I mentioned, that this particular section of my hair, even though it isn't as curly as the rest, it is for sure as thick the amount of product. And because it's liquid, you probably can't see. But I just did a nice little, a little scoop. I can do my hair for 5 applications out of that jar. So I get like a month in a week out of that jar. Each time I get product, I scrunch it always to encourage the curl, make sure the product is close to the scalp area, because that's what will expand and help your hair get a lot of volume. But if you don't have product on it, you won't get as much longevity out of it. So when I get to my wider sections, I usually have to separate it into 2. Where the hair is the thickest and the densest is closest to the root. So that's typically where I start applying my product, and then I move it down the strand. And I'm always in a smoothing down the strand movement. Take my brush, go underneath. Sometimes you get more tangles. So it's starting to get a little dry now. So I'm gonna give it a little mist. You see how thick this is, and now how collapsed that is. And it's just super silky, so it just glides straight through. Then when it dries, it's gonna dry like it has conditioner or just leave-in conditioner in it. So it won't feel like I have all this product in my hair. So scrunching, continuing to scrunch the whole time. Okay, so got all the product, and you can see, if you remember how non-defined this section was and how defined this section is now. So that just goes to show how really great product and consistently encouraging the curl would really get your curls popping all the way to the bottom. So now what I do is I take my handy dandy clip and I just do one big scrunch basically. So the hair has an opportunity to set while I now work on this side. So if you remember, we already applied the 25 Miracle Cream, so we're good on the leave-in aspect. All right, so taking a nice amount, if you can see that, of my Twisting Coil Jelly, starting from the root. Same steps on this side, keeping in mind this side has less hair because of where my hair is parted, so this is the more shallow side, so it won't take me as long to get through this side. Curls thrive off of moisture, so it's really the moisture in this product that is allowing these curls to really pop. All right, last section. Remember I told you I run my fingers through the middle just to make sure I get the inside of those thick sections. Put my hair in the clip and then set it all the way up. How I like to use this is I then clip it here and then just wrap this around my hair. I am going to now get dressed, and I'll stay tuned for the blow dry. I'll be right back. Welcome back. All right, so my hair has been sitting in these clips for probably about 5 minutes. So we're gonna take that down and take this down. And now with this towel, I'm just gonna gently scrunch each side just to get any excess water. Now, could I let my hair air dry from this point? Absolutely. When I air dry, my hair dries pretty flat, which is fine, because I like that look too. When I diffuse it is when I get a lot of that really big bountiful curl that I also love. So let me just say that if you want your hair to have the maximum longevity, allowing it to air dry is best because your hair starts flatter, and every day your hair is just going to, your curls are gonna expand, so your hair is gonna become fuller. If you want to start off in a fuller space, then you have taken your longevity of your hair almost in half. Okay, so I've got my diffuser here. When I'm doing my own hair, this is what I prefer. So just a few tips. When my hair is just freshly wet with product, I do high heat, high air. So once my hair is about 50% dry, I move to medium. And then when my hair is 75 to 100% dry, I move to low wind, cool air. So I need the pressure and the heat while my hair is super wet to do the work, because if I did it on low, it would take me 3 times as long. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is lower my wind, lower my heat, and move in, because I'm about probably just under 50% dry now. And so you saw a couple of things to notice is I was moving my head from side to side. That was to make sure that I was able to get the wind toward my scalp, because I don't want just dry ends. I want to make sure that my roots are dry. Also, you never saw me just holding the dryer to my hair in one position for a really long time, because that will cause your hair to dry really tightly in those particular areas that you hold your dryer. So I still feel a few wet spots, but that's okay. I'm at a place where it's starting to become a little voluminous in certain areas. And so I put the 25 miracle oil in my hands, rub my hands together, and then I started squeezing my hair with this hand. So you can see the oil is no longer in this hand, it's actually in the hair. So now I'm doing the same thing for this. So it's a really great depiction to show that the product, the oil, really seeps into the hair. The whole process is about 30 minutes. From start to finish, and that's probably with me drying my hair to about this amount, and then which I said I allow to air dry for the rest of the time. So thank you so much for joining me here at Hair.com. I'm Tippi Shorter, Global Artistic Director for Mizani. See you soon.